Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. I want to start off right off the bean here. I want to start by wishing everybody a happy Veterans Day. All of us here at The Late Show, all of us who work here at The Late Show want to send our gratitude to those who have served our nation. I wish I could thank every one of our troops in person, and I might get the chance when Trump sends them to New York. No, I also, he's got to. I also want to thank everyone here in my audience tonight who braved freezing temperatures and the first snow of the season here in New York. Those are the heroes. No, not me. You're the heroes. I'm glad you guys are okay. I'm glad you're okay. You're now safely inside the Ed Sullivan Theater, where it is much colder. It's not just in New York. All over the United States, there's the Arctic clippers coming down. Folks are getting hit with an Arctic blast. Down south, the cold is causing all kinds of problems. In Florida, residents were warned that iguanas paralyzed by the cold might start falling from trees, as opposed to the rest of the year in Florida, when reptiles falling from the trees are thrown by Iguana Dave. The guy who throws iguanas is also the mayor of Daytona Beach. It's a fun time. Things are getting chilly up on Capitol Hill after a small group of Democrats voted with Republicans to end the shutdown. To end the shutdown without restoring health care subsidies. Democratic leadership is taking heat from the rank and file. Chuck Schumer, who is supposed to be the leader of the Senate Democrats, reportedly gave the deal, quote, neither a blessing nor a curse, and did not direct senators on how they should vote. Bold leadership. Reminds me of the stirring words of William Wallace.
They may take our lives or our freedom. Their choice, whatevs.
Whatever. Now, here's the thing. It's so obviously a failure of leadership. Schumer's facing fury from every part of the party. Moderate House members, progressive senators, self-described insurgents, establishment candidates, not to mention low-rise governors, zaddy comptrollers, gluten-free city managers, and deputy mayors on tandem bikes. It's a very, very big tent. The shutdown, which is technically still not over, has caused major chaos at airports across the United States, where air traffic controllers have gone unpaid for so long that many have had to call out of work or even resign. Trump is not happy with them. So yesterday he posted, all air traffic controllers must get back to work now. Anyone who doesn't will be substantially docked. Wow, that sounds... Man, that sounds like an awesome job. Extremely high stress, understaffed, you work 6 days a week, you don't get paid, and the president attacks you in public? How could it get better? Maybe a donkey could kick you in the nuts while it rains iguanas on your head? Trump also, good old Iguana Dave. How are we going here? How's it going? Trump also let those controllers know he's not gonna forget them playing hooky, writing, you will have a negative mark, at least in my mind, against your record. Really? Really? A negative mark in that mind. You know what? I'll take my chances. I'll never forget your disloyalty. Harold, Sharon, what's your name? Burlap, Aceta Mita Pina Colada. Then Trump let controllers know how easy it would be to replace them. If you want to leave service in the near future, please do not hesitate to do so with no payment or severance of any kind. You'll be quickly replaced by true patriots. Maybe I'm alone, but I don't care if the guy landing my plane is a true patriot. I just want him to know what he's doing. I don't want a surgeon saying, okay, I didn't go to med school, but Pretty sure the torso is where they keep all the important wet stuff. Proud to be an American. Where is that lung? I think that's the kidney part. Trump is an old Nepo billionaire who simply does not understand how hard it is for regular people to survive these days. And right now, regular people are not happy. A survey measuring consumer satisfaction with current conditions has fallen to 52.3% this month, marking the worst ever for the survey, dating to 1951. Consumers have not felt this bad since we fed our babies cigarettes. Since every man's wife was named Susan. Since we did free throws like this. Pretty good, though. That's how I was taught. 8th grade. Trump is doing his best to convince people that they actually like his economy that they hate. For instance, he keeps bragging that a Thanksgiving meal basket from Walmart is 25% cheaper than last year. Just one problem. It has half as many items as last year. So it's not an apples to apples comparison, which is good because apples are up almost 5% from last year. Reminds me of the old saying, an apple a day, oh no, I'm ruined. One thing Americans really love is having a place to live. Me included. I'm a bit of a shelter head, but it's getting increasingly hard to afford home ownership, which is why on Saturday, Trump proposed adding a 50-year mortgage. And the Washington Post did the math for anyone buying a $400,000 house with a 10% down and 30-year mortgage. You would owe about $2,300 each month. With a 50-year loan, it would come down to about $2,000 a month. So far, so okay, but that doesn't take into account interest. On that same home, a 30-year loan would mean you would pay $438,000 in total interest, but with a 50-year loan, the number jumps to $816,000. That's a hell of a leap. I haven't seen a deal this bad since Payless ran their infamous promotion, buy one, get scabies. That was a long walk. Yeah. That was a long walk. I was thirsty. I got to the scabies well. This big dumb policy that fixes nothing is the brainchild of Federal Housing Finance Agency Director and bulldog watching someone else hump his favorite leg. Bill doesn't look happy. Bill Pulte. Here's the actual true story of how this policy came to be. On Saturday, Pulte arrived at Trump's Palm Beach golf course with a piece of 3x5 poster board in hand. That poster board had this image of President Roosevelt under the phrase 30-year mortgage and Trump under the phrase 50-year mortgage. Roughly 10 minutes later, Trump posted the image to Truth Social. So he just sees a poster and 10 minutes later it's public policy? We need to get someone, anyone, into Mar-a-Lago with this poster. Smash burger. Wow. It's not just homes that have become unaffordable. Thanks to Trump's tariffs, there's a new American dream just out of reach, noodles for dinner. Because an upcoming 107% tariff means that Italian pasta is poised to disappear from American grocery shelves. Okay, that's it. We are officially in a pasta emergency. The levels go Papar Defcon, Barilla, and uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. This affects uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. That's old, I'm old. I'm with you. This affects all your favorite Italian pasta brands from A to Z. I'm talking Agritalia, Barilla, Rummo, Gruppo Millo, Chimpanzini Bananini, Botticelli Baby, It's a Me Mario, and Home Alone's Ajo Pecci. While most Americans can't afford a house or pasta to cook it in, Trump is slathering the White House in gold like an Ottoman Sultan freebasing nougat. You may recall that Donald Trump destroyed the East Wing of the White House to build a massive compensation for his weird tiny penis, but... I got something there. But the renovations don't stop there, because recently the Oval Office got this new outdoor wall sign that says, "The Oval Office." Uh-oh, Grandpa's getting old, and they have to start labeling stuff just to make sure he isn't too confused. They also labeled the desk and Eric. Now, yeah, quite an improvement.
Yeah, upgrade.
That was nice.
Upgrade.
Let's take a look at that Oval Office sign again. Man, he loves those fancy cursive letters. He even used them for his stupid presidential Walk of Fame. That's a font I call luxury assisted living. Why? Because that's what comes up when you Google luxury assisted living fonts. That's just part of it, right? Right? That's just part of Trump's extreme gold makeover. Over the past few months, he's covered the entire White House in gilded dingle-dangles. They're on the outside, they're all over the inside. I mean, it really looks like they're multiplying. Ah! We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Claire Danes and Congressman Jim Clyburn. And when we come back, meanwhile, enjoy this one.